Okay, so hello. I have watched a video um, by Tristram Stuart, the Global Fund Waste Scandal. And I did write a couple of notes on how I felt while watching this video. First, the video was about with a gentleman, and the gentleman was describing global food waste. He went around the world to different places, um, and he decided that he was going to record some of the places um, waste that they have. So, for instance, he went to um, some grocery stores and different places to investigate and find out how much food is getting wasted. Um, he started doing this when he did a project of his own when he was around 15 years old with pigs. And so, what he did was he was feeding the pigs different waste that he found from schools, from bakeries, and he was giving it to the pigs, and he realized that they were perfectly fine. He was then able to take that same pig and break it down to have pork and sold it. So basically, while watching this video, I learned that places like the USA, Greece, France um, have a surplus of food. And what's interesting is in America, which is something that I learned, we have over 4 times the amount of food that we should be having. Now, this is based on a nutritional diet for each and every person. And while watching this, all I could think about is about the homeless and how we have homeless people that have no food, and yet we have such a surplus. I also noticed that in one of his graphs that he described in his videos, Kenya and India were underneath, were below in a percentage of food waste that they have, and they really don't have much food to waste, which I found very interesting. Um, and pretty much sad because we have so many homeless people, but yet we don't have, we don't give them the food that they could have. Instead, a lot of it's being wasted. This matters to me because while watching the video, I also think about how when I was younger, and I worked for an establishment, Royal Farms. And when I worked there, at the end of the night, any chicken or anything that was old, off temp, would be considered waste. Chicken tenders, chicken wings, rolls, and we will put that stuff in trash bags. Go to the garbage can, put it in the garbage can, and lock it. And then once we lock that garbage can, we would lock the outside door. Even then, I thought, what a waste. I even thought about ways I could go back there at night or after my shift and get it and just give it to people. Not steal, but is it? All I'm saying is it's just kind of sad how greedy people have become. Um, there was also a part in the video where the gentleman had detailed um, the ends of bread loaves, and how the end pieces of the bread loaves aren't used, and because they're not used, they go to waste. And just seeing that really disappointed me, because in my home, those stale pieces, those end pieces, they're getting used for meatballs, meatloafs. They're getting used for something. So I have a couple pieces of just end pieces available, but until they go bad, but it gets used. But that's primarily because of how I was raised to not waste food. Um, yeah, so that's basically the gist of the video and my take on it, how I felt about it, what I learned from it, which was, the stats of US, Greece, France wasting and having so much of a surplus of food. Um, and that's the end of my reflection.